Kshanam Sukha Dukkha Punya Panya Vishayanam Bhavanata Chitta Prasaranam. And the translation of the interpretation we have of that is, through cultivation of friendliness, compassion, joy, and indifference to emotional extremes such as pleasure and pain, virtue and vice, the mind becomes favorably disposed, serene, and benevolent. Now turn to the next page. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 233 on page 43. And call and response. Vitarka, Vitarka, Badani, Badani, Pratipaksha, Pratipaksha, Bhavanam, Bhavanam. All together. Vitarka, Badani, Pratipaksha, Bhavanam. And the interpretation we have for that one. When oppressed by negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions, cultivate the opposite. Positive and uplifting thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So it says almost the same thing in two different chapters. And the practice of cultivating the opposite, cultivating the uplifting thoughts, can be called just by itself Pratipaksha Bhavanam. So that is part of our yoga heritage, is to practice positive, uplifting thoughts. Something to think about. And it's not, I mean, I guess some people might say that was spiritual bypassing. But I don't think it is. I think it's, instead of miring in the negative, find the positive. Always trying to find the positive and keep going. Let's go ahead and close your chant books, put them off to the side. All right, and let's begin. Actually, close the eyes for just a moment and take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Set a higher intention. I like to set it in the present tense as if it's already true, so it sounds like an affirmation. And that can be anything from I am connected to my breath, to I am offering up my practice to someone or some place in need. And we'll practice a little breath work at the end of class before meditation. Let's go ahead and get moving. So opening the eyes, bring the arms by your side. Inhale, lift the arms up by the ears. Feel that stretch, and exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift the arms up by the ears. And exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the arms up by the ears. And exhale, bend over to the right. So maybe your elbow comes down to the floor, and reach the left arm up and over, feeling the stretch from the fingers all the way to the left hip. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, lift up, exhale to the other side, right arm reaches to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lift back up and extend the legs out in front of you. Yeah, you can remove the blankets. And practicing Ardha Matsyendrasana, inhale the right knee to the chest, place the right foot flat on the floor outside the left knee, flex the left foot. Inhale the left arm by the ear, exhale, twist to the right, elbow outside the thigh, look back to the mirror. Inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale to the front. Exhale, extend the right leg. Inhale, bend the left knee to the chest. Exhale, left foot flat on the floor outside the right knee. Flex the right foot. Inhale, the right arm by the ear. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5, inhale to the front. Exhale, extend the left leg. Bend the knees so the feet are on the floor. Hips with distance apart, hands behind you, fingers forward. Inhale, lift the hips to tabletop. Exhale, option to lower the hands. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale the chin to the chest. Exhale, lower the seat and cross the ankles. Bring the hands down in front. And then just step back to hands and knees for cat and cow. Drop the belly looking up. Inhale, cow. Exhale, press the middle of the spine up to the sky, looking down for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat for 4. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat for 3. I'm going to take your phone and put it to the side. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Make your way back to downward dog and just take a moment to pedal out the feet. Anyone who does not want hands on assists, raise a leg. If you do not want lotions, raise a leg. Okay, thank you. Breathing here, and let's all engage Mula Bandha, pulling up the pelvic floor if you haven't already. Engaging Ujjayi Pranayama, breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale to plank. Exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth, and breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Walk the feet forward, finding your modified Uttanasana. Press the hands down, let the head be heavy. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. If you feel steady, bring the hands behind your back. Clasp the hands together. Let the hands fall over your head. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, let go of the clasp. Let the hands come back down to the floor. Sorry. And slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And then come to the front of the mat, standing in Tadasana, and make any last adjustments. Maybe you need to roll the shoulders back. Maybe you need to roll the head around. What does your body need at this moment? I cannot tell you that. Yeah, good. And now find some stillness in your mountain. Good. Stillness. Feel the power of that stillness. Feel the energy coming up through the feet and all the way through the spine, out the top of the head. Strong and powerful. Surya Namaskar. Inhale with straight legs. Hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down and behind a clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands to earth, right foot back to low lunge. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull chest through, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down behind a clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands to earth, left foot back to low lunge. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull the chest through, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, Tadasana. So we have mostly seasoned yogis in here, but we have one new person. So I'm going to talk about chaturanga really quickly. In chaturanga, you're going to come forward to a plank. Your shoulders are over your wrist. You bring the shoulders past the wrist. You bend the elbows. You only need to do a couple inches, but your legs never touch the floor. And then you roll over the feet. You come to up dog. Your legs never touch the floor. You roll over your feet. You come to down dog. And even if it seems like a challenge, you will build strength over time. So we're going to add on a little something to the Surya Namaskar that we just did. Inhale with straight legs, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down and behind a clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands to earth, right foot back to low lunge. Exhale, lower the right knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull chest through, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Exhale, lower the left knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step forward, forward fold, left side. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down and behind to clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands to earth, left foot back to low lunge. Exhale, lower the left knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull chest through Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward lunge. Exhale, right knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, Tadasana. Ashtanga A. Inhale, lift the prayer overhead, gazes at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to earth. Inhale, look up halfway, prepare. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, looking past the hands. Inhale, jump or step between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift up through a flat back. Bring the prayer above your head, gazes up. Exhale, Tadasana. Ashtanga B. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the prayer. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over the legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, look up halfway, prepare. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel to earth, lift up warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel to earth, lift up warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel to earth, lift up warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel to earth, lift up warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, looking past the hands. Inhale, jump or step between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees back to awkward chair. Exhale, Tadasana. Nice. All right, so everyone, let's turn towards this wall over here and jump your feet out wide. And the feet are parallel, but then turn your right toes to the back, your left toes on a 10-degree angle. And then feel your shoulder blades pulling down the back. And then lift the arms up. It looks effortless on the top of the shoulders because you're pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Look over the right leg, bend the right knee. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, extend the leg. Reach the right arm towards the mirror. Exhale the right arm down, the left arm up for Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, extended side angle A. Bend the right knee, right hand outside the right foot, and the left arm up and over the ear. Inhale. You can, exhale, 1. Put your hand behind on this block. There you go. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up. And turn the feet parallel. And then the left toes towards the murti, and the right toes are in a 10-degree angle. Once again, feel the shoulder blades pulling down the back. Bend the left knee. Warrior 2, looking over to the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Trikonasana. Extend the leg. Reach the left arm forward. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, left hand outside the left knee. The knee is bent. Parsvakonasana. And feel that your body is between 2 panes of glass. Good. Reach this. Keep reaching. There you go. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift back up. Turn your feet parallel, and then you can just bring your hands to your hips and jump your feet back together and come back to the top of the mat. Find that stillness in Tadasana. Step the left foot back so your feet are still parallel and hips with distance apart. Reach the arms forward. The back of the hands can come together. Open the arms. Clasp the hands together. Try to get the heels of the hands together. Extend the arms and lift the chest. And fold over halfway. Inhale, lengthen again, and exhale, fold all the way over your right leg. Parsvakonasana variation. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up just to halfway. Exhale, bend the right knee, preparing for Digasana. Inhale, extend and lift the left leg and try to keep the hips even. The foot is reaching back. Slightly internally rotate the left leg. The toes are pointing down. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale. As you lift the torso, lower your leg. And then you can just let go of the hands. Come back to Tadasana. Step the right foot back. Extend the arms forward. Open the arms. Clasp the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Inhale, extend again. Pull your left hip back. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the left knee. Prepare. Inhale, extend the left leg and lift the right leg to Digasana. Right foot reaches back, pressing onto an imaginary wall. Lower the right hip. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, lift the torso and lower the leg, and then roll out the shoulders. Good. Shake it out. Come back to stillness, mountain. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the prayer, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, back to the center, lift the prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, back to the center, lift the prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, look up halfway, prepare. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the right foot forward, the left heel to earth, lift up warrior 1. Exhale. Inhale, extend the leg and open the arms again. Clasp the hands together. Extend the arms, lift your chest, devotional warrior. Bend the right knee, right shoulder inside the knee. Keep pulling your right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Keep pressing into the right foot. Lift all the way up. Find that little bit of back bend. And then open to the side. Bend the knee. This time extended side angle B. Right hand inside the right foot. Left arm is straight up. Still, your body is between 2 panes of glass. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand to the floor. The left heel can reach up. Now, we're not going to stay here in lizard. We're going to move our right shoulder underneath the right knee. And see if you can bring the hands to the side. Maybe your hands stay on the floor. Option 2, lift the hands to airplane. Option 3, bring the hands behind you to clasp. Whatever option you're in, keep pulling the right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, 2. This is good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now everyone, lower the hands down. Bring the hands inside the right foot. Press your hands down and swing the right leg back. And then we're going to do something fancy. All right. So you're coming into plank, but now lower your left knee down. Come into a side plank. Lift the right leg. Pull the right knee into your chest. Hold on to the outside of the right leg, ankle, and then press your foot back. A little back bend with a little balance. Nice. 4 more breaths. Nice. And exhale, let go of the foot. Bring right hand down and step back to downward dog. And you can stay in downward dog, or you can come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward, right heel to earth. Lift up warrior 1. Exhale, inhale, extend the legs, open the arms, clasp the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, devotional, left shoulder inside the left knee. Pull the left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Press the left foot down, lift all the way up, little back bend, then open to the side, extended side angle B, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down to the earth. Lift the right heel. So this is lizard, but we're going to move forward, or you can stay here. Try to do what you did on the other side. Left shoulder underneath the left knee. Hands to the side, or airplane, or the bind. 4 more breaths here. Keep pulling the left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Everyone lower your hands back down inside the left foot. And swing the left foot back to plank. Now come into a side plank on the right side, lower the right knee, lift the left arm, and then bring the left knee into your chest. Hold on to the ankle and press the foot back into your hand, finding that back bend. 5 more breaths. Good. Beautiful. Nice. Let go of the foot. Bring the hands down and make your way back to downward dog. Breathe here in downward dog, because now after this, we're going to come into Ekapada Kundanyasana. All right, couple more breaths. If you want to set up your blocks, you're welcome to do that. Inhale the right leg up to 3-legged dog. Exhale, come forward to a plank and bend the elbows, bringing your right knee on the outside of your right elbow. So it's up in the air. Yeah. And then maybe you extend the leg. Maybe you lift the left leg. Finding that Ekapada Kundanyasana. Gorgeous. All right. And you can jump or step back to chaturanga. Everyone can make their way back to downward dog. Inhale the left leg up to 3-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, elbows bent. Bring the knee onto the little shelf of the left arm. And maybe your right leg lifts. Good. And jump or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank and lower all the way down. Rest one cheek on the mat, rock out the hips. All right. Now, make your way back to hands and knees. And then lower your forearms down. We're going to just jump right into a forearm stand without thinking about it. You can hold onto the block if you need to, but extend the legs. 3 breaths here. Exhale, 3. Keep pressing down. Really feel the strength and opening of the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Step the left foot forward. Lift the right leg. 5 hops on your own time on the right side. And you can come back to a child's seat for just a moment. Sometimes you have to do it. You just have to jump into these things and see where you are. All right, now press the forearms down, come back to dolphin. Step the right foot forward, lift the left leg, and 5 hops on the left side. When you finish 5 hops, you can come back to a child's seat. All right, now we're going to try handstand in the middle of the room. You know, maybe you don't come into it. Maybe you're just hopping. So press your hands down, make your way back to downward dog, but that's okay. You're seeing where you are today. Bring the shoulders over the wrist. Step the left foot forward. Keep looking down to make sure your shoulders are over the wrist. Lift the right leg. 5 hops. When you finish 5 hops, take a little child seat. All right, come back to downward dog. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Step the right foot forward, lift the left leg, and 5 hops on the left side. All right. You can make your way down. You can take a child seat for as long as you want, but we're going to spend the next 3 minutes headstand. So come on into headstand whenever you're ready, and we'll be here for 3 minutes. Sometimes you just have to see where you are with the handstand. You know, and you might not come up and stay, but you're giving it a shot. So when this idea of just think positive thoughts is frustrating, right? Because we definitely come to a period where it's like, I'm not just thinking positive thoughts, this sucks. And like, I immediately think of the folks in Asheville who just lost everything and from the hurricane. How do they just go about thinking positive thoughts when their ego is going to be totally, their ego identity, it's totally thrown for a loop. I just saw an article today about a lot of the people in that area. They can trace their family back to that area for several generations. They've been in Appalachia for several generations. And now to lose everything that they've been building for not just their generation, but for several generations has got to be, they just have to feel lost. So how do you find the good in that? Well, I hope overall, and it's definitely not happening any moment, but I'm hoping that people will start taking more awareness about climate change. That's a huge thing. That's the macrocosm. How about the microcosm? Each one of these individuals that lost people and lost their home. I can't tell them how to find the best in it. But I do wonder if their soul signed up for that. For some of them, it will change their lives forever. And some of them will be able to find a footing and keep going and learn something from it and keep going. But not everybody will be able to do that. And so when you're in that situation, let's go about 45 more seconds. I think it helps to take a bigger picture of your life. I'm like, okay, well, and this is where, if you believe in reincarnation, would definitely help. Well, this is what I'm learning in this life, and maybe my soul will come back with these lessons. Beautiful, everyone. Slowly and with control, coming back down into a child seat. Reach your arms forward. Come back to a downward dog. Come forward to a plank. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, pull the chest forward, press the feet down, lift the hands off the earth for cobra. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower it down and rock out the hips. Bring the arms alongside the body. We've done a lot of shoulder stuff, so if you want to hold on, clasp the hands together, that's so welcome. Inhale, lift everything up, balance on the navel. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Rest one cheek on the mat. Rock out the hips. Dhanurasana, bend the knees, reach back, hold on to the ankles. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down, rock it out. And press your hands down underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, come back to a downward dog. And lower the knees down for camel. We'll do it twice. So if you want to have a blanket, have your knees on the blanket. So let's start with the heels up in the air. Bring the thumbs to the sacrum. We've done this a bunch this class. Lift your chest. So it's like you're lifting the ribs up away from the hips, bringing your elbows together. And then maybe you can bring the hands back to hold on the heels. You're going to really open up your shoulders more. And then maybe the head goes back. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Lift your thumbs back to the sacrum. Lift all the way up. Let's bring the knees together. Sit back on the heels for Vajrasana. Just a gentle twist to the right. And a gentle twist to the left. Back to the center. Second round. So if you can repeat what we just did or lower your feet down flat on the floor. And bring the thumbs to the sacrum. Lift the chest. Lift the ribs away from the hips. And maybe your hands come back to the heels again. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Now lift the thumbs back to the sacrum. And you can sit back on the heels. And then make your way for your head to lay on your back and your head that way. And you can just take a moment to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Bring the feet as wide as the mat and just windshield wiper back and forth. And Setu Bandhasana. Bring the feet back to hips with distance. Reach down, tickle the back of the heels. Inhale, lift the lower, the middle, the upper back. Exhale, roll the shoulders under. Clasp the hands together. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, roll down. And windshield wiper the knees. All right, you may repeat the bridge we just did, or bring your hands by your ears, fingers pointing to the shoulders. Urdhva Dhanurasana, press down, inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale, lift the chin to the chest. Exhale, lower down. Windshield wiper the knees. All right, you have 10 more breaths for back bending. So go ahead and start whenever you're ready. When you finish the 10 breaths, hug your knees to your chest. And nature doesn't take anything, it's nothing personal to nature. You know, that it's just trying to find balance. And we're the ones who find meaning or do not find meaning to what happens in nature. Hug the knees to the chest if you haven't already. If anyone would like to practice happy baby, do so now. And bring the knees together, lower the knees over to the left side and look back to the right side. Good. Bring the knees back to the center, lower your knees to the right, look back to the left. Lift the knees back to center. And you can roll side to side or back and forth, whatever feels right in your body to release the lower back, release the back bending. And let's roll up. Extend your legs towards the mirror for Paschimottanasana. Long spine, hold on wherever you can. Reach your chest towards the mirror. Remember that it's not just your hamstrings that are stretching out, it's also your back is also stretching out. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lift up. And let's bring the legs to a wide straddle. And lower the right elbow to the floor. The left arm reaches up and over, side bending to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the left elbow to the floor. Right arm reaches up and over. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up and forward fold. So you can either reach your hands out forward or hold on to the big toes. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, fold forward. Good. And then see if you can lift up without lowering your hands to the floor. Just lift back up. Your hands lift up off the toes. Good. Now bring the bottom of the feet together and everyone lay back on your back for Supta Baddha Konasana for just a few breaths. All right, you are welcome to stay here or come into shoulder stand. Or if you really want to come into the legs up the wall, you can bring your mat over to the wall and come into the legs up the wall. But we only have about 3 minutes here. So while this pratipaksha bhavana, this practice of cultivating joy, cultivating good feelings, it's not an answer to just ignore the world's problems or to just like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna love and rainbows, all that shit away. You can still find a way that you can do your small part to help the world be a better place. And maybe just by practicing pratipaksha bhavana, maybe that is your one small way. Or maybe you could take action. I know that there's at least one person in this room who is calling, making calls, and very actively trying to help a candidate in the presidential race. Or maybe becoming involved with politics on a local level. There's other things you can do. Maybe it's part of your job. You're helping the world be a better place. Maybe it's veganism, vegetarianism. Maybe it's just by practicing yoga, you become more aware of your thoughts and your judgments, your emotions, and you can detach from those judgments and emotions and feelings, thoughts, and realize, okay, I have that thought, but that's not me. I can take a different action. Lower the feet overhead, coming into plow. Option for Karnapidasana, knees around the ears. And roll all the way down. Remove the padding. Practicing Matsyasana, fish. Prop up on the forearms like you're sitting on the beach looking at the dolphins. Lift the chest, lower the top of the head to the mat. 10 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lift the chin to the chest and come down. Time for Shavasana. And you can use props if you need a little blanket underneath your knees or your head. And I'm going to come around and give everyone just a little neck adjustment. I'm going to put this underneath your knees. Is that okay? We'll do it like that. How does that feel? Okay, good. And your palms up is a gesture of surrender. Sometimes you just have to surrender and accept what has come your way. Trust that it is the right thing. Begin to deepen your breath. Noticing the movement in your abdomen, allowing that movement to extend to the fingers and the toes and the ankles and the wrists. And stretching the arms overhead. Hug the knees into the chest. And slowly roll over to the right side. Pause here for a moment in fetal position. And recall the intention that you set for the practice. Repeat it to yourself now. Pressing your top hand down into the earth, lift yourself back up and set up for a brief meditation. And for our mantra today, let's practice the words Pratipaksha Bhavana. Everybody want to say that with me? Pratipaksha Bhavana. And try to take the full breath. So nice, deep, full breath, saying to yourself as you breathe in, Pratipaksha Bhavana, and on the way out. All right. And let's close with 3 ohms. Om. 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 Bringing the hands together. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. We got the dog chorus.